Well, welcome back everyone. We have finally got the disc golf course cleaned up. We are currently standing at hole 18. This is 480 feet of fairway and it is a par 5. Today's video I'm going to share with you the 3 most challenging holes that we have on the golf course. But once I get these cleaned and ready for golfing, boy, they look fantastic. Now these 3 holes are challenging in the cleanup as far as maintaining the grass, different levels, and also is challenging as far as the gameplay goes. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. Alright, this is my favorite piece of plastic. Let's see how we do here. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. Well, it's a doggone shame I can't do that when we're playing golf. If I could do that every time, I could pick up 3 or 4 strokes on this hole. Absolutely dead in the center of the fairway and made the bend down there where you see me pick it up. I have you guys positioned in the center of the concrete pad here, and you can see straight down through the tree line is the fairway. And again, we're heading down 480 feet. Now that doesn't sound like a lot until you start trying to get something that you are throwing out of your hands in a straight or a shot that'll shape and go down slightly to the right and then start fading hard to the left. And all it takes is bounce off one of these trees and then it throws you off to either side of the fairway, and there's where the challenge begins. Once you get off into the wood line, now we're playing cowboy golf. And it doesn't work out most of the time. But as far as maintaining this hole, what makes this so challenging is all of the trees. This is one of the fairways that I've done very little to. I've tried to leave it as natural as I could, and I've always made sure that every fairway we can get the Mule down through. But it just really does make for a really fun fairway for the disc golf. Okay, and I have seen some amazing shots. You can see all the way down to where the trees start to get thick at the end of the fairway there. And if you make it just right, it'll start fading left, and it opens right back up into the same distance of fairway that you see here. And I've seen them make the turn and be in the basket in 3 shots here. So this hole has been eagled several times. It is a hole that you can absolutely dominate as long as you're on your game. And it is a hole that I have seen people take 10 and 12 strokes here, simply from bouncing off the trees. And it gets worse, no matter which side of the fairway you end up on. It gets worse every time you bounce off a tree, okay? And again, so the challenge of mowing this is the amount of trees. And I have brought the string trimmer as well as the push mower, and every tree you see down through there has, had work done to it, and I've cleaned up every one of them. It does make it fun, and I only have to do this once a year. Now, the discs that we use are specialized, so as long as you make a good choice out of your golf bag, you can pick a piece of plastic that will absolutely make that fade for you all the way down and then to the left. And I've almost seen this whole albatross once, which is in the basket in 2 shots. Now that would have been something that would have been amazing to see. And he actually hit the chains on the second throw at about 100 feet is what he had left. So yeah, an amazing shot. Let's move on to the next one. We are here at hole 17 now, and this is a beautiful landscape right here with the outcrop of rock. This is solid pink granite, by the way. I have seen a hole-in-one at this basket, and that was an amazing shot. The one and only ace that we have had on our golf course has been right here at this hole. Let me bring you up a little closer and I'll show you the tee pad here. Straight down through the wood line there. This hole is about 152 feet long, I believe it is, and it is a par 3. But we're dropping out at about 15 feet in grade, so that from the tee pad all the way to the basket here is a steady climb up the hill. So that makes this shot interesting. And then when you add in all the rocks and different things like that, like I said, the landscape here is beautiful. I don't know if we can fit through here or not, but we're going to try. Ooh, that's close. Boy, I mean, just barely. Doesn't that look cool up through there? And again, it looks like that would be a simple shot to make. All right, we'll try this guy right here. That would be lovely to get a hole-in-one while I'm recording. That's probably not going to happen. But that's looking good. Oh, right at the end of it. Now the young man that made the ace, he was absolutely where you're setting in the camera, and he come around these trees and hit that small gap right there, and it just faded perfectly to the right and into the chain. So what a shot. Honestly, a shot in probably 10,000. But I really love the landscape here. For me, the rocks look fantastic. And everybody who comes back through here golfing just absolutely enjoys this hole. And it makes it a lot of fun. And again, we're climbing up probably 15 feet or so in elevation there in 150 feet. So it's nice shot. Now, we're going to go to the third most challenging hole that we have. And also the landscape on it is beautiful. And you've probably guessed it. Let's head to Mule Slide Hill. Alright, so we're at hole number 3, and this is probably everybody's favorite on the golf course. And it's also the Mule Slide Hill, right down by the big hickory tree there. But the objective of this hole is to hit that wide line there and get everything to fade to the right and then travel down to the basket. This line is 369 feet long. It is a par 4. And again, the same rules apply. If you bounce off of one of those trees, then you've got a long game ahead of you. It is really difficult to get back into the fairway if you've made it to the left or to the right of the tree line. Alright, I'm not sure exactly how well the camera's going to pick this up. We're going to let one fly anyway. I'm going to try to keep this low to the ground and straight. Here we go. Oh, that was a good one. Still got a tree. That's a long ways down there. The golf course and the mule trails coincide with each other because we can use the fairways obviously as trail riding, and then have something else to do other than just run the machine back and forth. And it's a great way to utilize our property, and inexpensive. The disc golf course is a very small footprint and an inexpensive sport to get into. Both the plastic that we use as far as discs and the baskets themselves. The baskets range from $100 all the way up to $500 each, depending on how deep you want to get into that. And I formed up and poured the concrete for the tee pads myself, so that was no big deal. This was a massive job in order to clean the entire golf course off all at once. We have 8,706 feet of fairway through here. So if you multiply that out by 50 feet wide, I mean, it doesn't take long. I think we ran about 9 gallons of fuel through the Cub Cadet zero turn. And we're right at 40 hours to get this cleaned up, weed-eated, and ready for fall. So, and it's worth it. I mean, it's just absolutely worth it. I won't have to touch it again now until late spring next year, and we'll get to utilize what we've been blessed with all the way through. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.